This is a heavily requested video. In today's video, we're going to be eating just Sri Lankan food. If you want to see some really cheap Sri Lankan food, keep watching. It's going to be a really good video. I've got my lovely, beautiful Molly here.
Hello.
So first, we're going to go eat on the beach. Here we are with our pot of tea and our vegetable rotis. So the roti is very doughy, actually. It's about 4 millimeters thick. So there's quite a lot of dough to it. It's got like a masala flavour to it and a lot of pepper. Molly's right. Now what they've done is they've put quite a lot of potato in here, but instead of just boiling it or frying it, they've mashed it. So this one's a real heavy one. I like this one a lot. They don't always do that. It's absolutely delicious. It's like a big old dense snack, basically. Perfect for the morning for us. Look at that. Just full of black pepper. We got some chili in there, potato, definitely some onion and garlic, and some Sri Lankan herbs that I don't know. 25 pence for one of these, and for our cup of tea it's a little over £1 for our pot of tea. So Sri Lanka is absolutely amazing when it comes to the price of food. I just read on Facebook that more crows kill people than sharks do every year. Now, is this a crow? This thing up here, is it a crow? Because it's just squirking at me constantly, just squirking away. It's right there, right above, it's just watching us. Real sinister. And now I'm worried, like how does a crow kill a person? I don't understand how you can die by crow. But this thing's quite confident. Bah. 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 Should I try and befriend him? Oh, there he goes. Should I try and befriend him and give him an offering? Right. Hey! We're now friends. Did you see that?
No.
Just hand fed him some of my roti. So can you explain the flavour profile of the roti, please, sir? No? No? What's it taste like, mate? Is it spicy? Do you agree with the heavy potato ingredient? Bloody useless, I'm not paying in. He loved it, let's give him another bit. Yeah. This could be me in another life. Eat that, Kaka Craig. There you go, mate. I've made a new mate. So I've just spent 75 pence on a rice and curry dish. Let me just break it down for you. There's some ingredients here that I've never seen before. So we've got dal. That one's easy to recognize. I think we've got some sort of mango chutney here. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know if this is mango. It doesn't taste so sweet like mango. Maybe it's like, I have no idea. It's got the texture of potato, but it's fibrous, and it's kind of sweet like a mango, but not super sweet. Now, the other day I came here and I had mango chutney. It was just like this, but it tasted very sweet. It tasted amazing. To be honest, this one tastes too much like a potato. It's really nice, but I expected something a little bit different. Now in Sri Lanka, I just want to point something out. Like if you're sat at a table and there's a free space at the table and someone wants to eat, they just come and sit here, and I really think that's such a cool, unique thing about Sri Lanka. Like in Thailand, in Laos, in England, if you come and let's say there's 4 tables and there's one person at each table, in England, you don't sit down at the table. I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense, really. I guess people are too sort of timid in England and in Laos, Thailand, every country I've ever been in, this is never the case. But if you come to a Sri Lankan restaurant and there's a space at a table but there's no free table, then you sit down and you eat, and it's not a weird experience. It's not a weird, strange thing. It's part of the culture in the restaurants here, and I think it's amazing. So we got this little kid here. There's mummy. And yeah, you don't even need to talk to anyone. You can just continue eating your food, which is what I'm about to do now. So we've got some pumpkin here. We've got some spiced curry pumpkin. I'm gonna mix that in with the dal. Now the only thing I'm a little bit worried about actually is that there's this shell on the pumpkin, the little pumpkin's armor. I don't know if you're supposed to eat that. And again, in the UK we don't eat it, but there's many different things in Sri Lanka to the UK in terms of what we do. So let's give it a go. You guys can tell me if I shouldn't have eaten the skin and if I'm just one of those idiot Westerners. Anyway. The skin is definitely meant to be eaten. It's delicious. It's not too pumpkiny. It's like, it's got a real nutty flavor to it. I don't know what they've done with this. This isn't, I've never had a green pumpkin before. It's a real nutty flavor. It's not as sweet. It's absolutely delicious. Let's get another go on that. Wow. That's the best pumpkin I've ever had. Absolutely no cap whatsoever. Right. So let's mix this mango in with the dal and the pineapple. Let's go for the trio. So again, just like this. Now apparently it's rude to get any food on the palm of your hand. So don't do that when you're eating with your hands. You just get it like this and you just go, Absolutely delicious. It is a mango. That is a mango because it is sweet. It's sweet like a mango. Can I get my food in here? There's Molly. She's behind the scenes. She's the technical agent. So there's something here that I've never seen before. This. I don't exactly know what it is at all. In fact, I've got no idea whatsoever. But there's chili. There's bits of cabbage, and I think bits of jackfruit. Oh, there's some coconut sambal in here, which is like a powdered coconut, but I believe it's a jackfruit, and the reason why is because this is a jackfruit seed. Now I'm gonna eat it. Okay, it has a skin on it that's not very edible. Here you go, babe. So we've got a skin on it here, look. You see there, you see the white bit in there that you eat, the pith? Now typically, you don't touch your food with your left hand, is what I've sort of... Tell me if I'm wrong. Sri Lankans, tell me if I'm wrong. I've not seen any of the other Sri Lankans typically touch their food with their left hand, and I believe that's because you wash your bottom with your left hand. Anyway, let's unpeel this, because it tastes real good, but that skin around it did not taste so nice. So it just pops off really easily. Bear with me one moment whilst I take out this very inedible and almost offensive piece of jackfruit seed. Sorted. I didn't spit that on the floor, by the way. So here's the seed. White on the inside, purple and yellow on the outside. It tastes like a not so nutty chestnut. I don't know how else to explain it. Right, so we've got the rest of this food here. Now let's go full on Sri Lankan with this. So you use 4 of your fingers and use your thumb. I nearly got something on my palm then, that would have been rude. So you use 4 fingers and your thumb, and you really do, you just mix it up. The more you mix it, the better it is. So this is a proper Sri Lankan way of eating here. You get that, and you go like this. Now, when I first started doing this, I was being all dainty with it. I was just using these 2 fingers. It was hilarious. I was over a local's house and I was just like this. I was like trying to pick up little bits like this. You know, trying to be all like British and polite about it. But I was eating it so slowly and it was ridiculous. They said, just use your bloody hands. Use your hands. Use what God has given you if you believe in a God. So you just mix it up like this. You just shove it in. Now this, I don't know how to explain what it tastes like, to be honest with you. They've obviously put some turmeric in this. Let me just finish my mouthful. Lots of green chilies, which I love. And it provides, I think that's jackfruit, and it provides a kind of cabbagey texture. A mix between cabbage and potato is the texture of this jackfruit. It's an immature jackfruit, and yeah, super interesting. There's a lot of vegetables in Sri Lanka that have quite a starchy, potatoey texture. I believe that's because there's quite a lot of vegetarian food, and that is quite an important texture when you're trying to fill yourself up. Now, I was racing someone. I was eating with my spoon, and I was in a race with a local Sri Lankan, and he didn't know it. He was eating with his hands, and I thought, there's no way that is faster than eating with a spoon, because you can really pile it up on a spoon. But you don't realise the sizes of the mouthfuls that you actually get with your hand. It looks kind of small, but that's a heap on your hand. And you just go, boom. So we'll get this last bit of pumpkin. In fact, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what's in that. There's a whole bunch of ginger. I just crunched on quite a raw piece of ginger. And that has spiced my mouth up, I'll tell you that. It's spicier than the green peppers. Right, I'm gonna finish this in a moment, in uno momento. But let's try this. So this is a papaya drink, and there's ice cream in the top of it. So I've never had a fruit drink where they just put a dollop of ice cream in the top. But it's absolutely delicious. Let's give it a go. That papaya is so sweet. You can see the rich color of it, real dark, almost reddish, like blood orange. The darker it is, usually the more ripe it is, which means the more sugary, and you get all those flavonoids. If you leave the straw in the bottom, you're only going to get the papaya. So this is the method. You got it. You see that?
Why don't you just mix it?
Molly's looking at me like I'm weird. You mix it, it ain't going to be the same thing. You need the contrast between the papaya that cuts through the dairy and the dairy that balances that papaya. So just check this again, I'll show you. It's a secret tip. Don't worry. I know it looks a bit rude, I know it looks a bit funny. There's nothing sexual about this, okay? And get the perfect mix. Don't look. The way to live is to dance like nobody's watching you. Laugh like nobody's crying, and drink your ice cream and fruit juice like this, like nobody's judging you. If I can do it on camera in front of a couple thousand people, you guys can do it in front of a couple of Sri Lankans. Anyway, that's lunch done. Anyway, I'm gonna finish it. Then we're gonna go to another restaurant in a bit, and we're gonna eat some kottu and maybe try another couple of little delicacies on the way. So, keep watching. Peace. I've not seen a single Westerner eating with the hands in the whole month that I've been in Sri Lanka, which is kind of interesting. You'd think that there would be some other travelers out there that want to try that real authentic experience. Or I once heard of an Indian man saying that eating Indian food, Sri Lankan food, with a knife and fork is like having sex with a condom on. I think a big reason why I like eating with my hands is because it almost feels a little bit sort of like naughty, like you're not supposed to do it. Because coming from Britain, if I was to pick up my food with my hands, unless it was pizza, my mom would have given me a massive slap around the back of the head. Like it's in the UK, it would be considered rude, you know? It just shows you that there's such a difference in cultures around the world. But I really enjoy it. I don't know what it is. I think it's just you get to experience the food more than what you would if you just picked it up with a spoon. Also the way you eat, oh, I'm sorry for how loud it's got. Look at this, it's a really good restaurant, super busy. Everyone's always queuing up to get their food. But yeah, the way that you eat it as well, it's almost impossible to eat Sri Lankan food properly with a spoon or a fork, because you need to mix it up. You really need to get in there and you just need to mix it up as much as possible. It's much easier with your hand than it is with a knife or a fork or a spoon. In short, cutlery. But yeah, that's it. Anyway, let's go get some kottu and see what else they got around here. There's a head in the window. Literally, this dude over here owns a bar. So let's go try arrack, which is not the country Iraq. It is the coconut drink. Hello, sir. You have all your seats here. You can smoke. You smoke your cigarettes in here, no problem. Cheers. One bottle, please, sir. I'll have one bottle of your finest arrack.
Right.
This is Sri Lankan, right?
Sri Lankan best one.
Yeah?
Really.
Okay, you get me excited. How do they make it? From coconut?
Coconut.
Yeah?
Coconut.
From the flesh of the coconut?
Yeah, number one.
Yeah, number one. Okay, I'm getting excited now. Okay.
What is this camera?
This is GoPro.
GoPro.
For YouTube. I make YouTube videos. You know YouTube?
YouTube.
Yeah. I'm one of those knobhead YouTubers. England.
UK.
Yeah. UK.
Sri Lanka good?
Thank you, sir. Sri Lanka's amazing. I love Sri Lanka. The people are really happy and friendly. The food is amazing. The country is beautiful. You're a very lucky man. I'm gonna go eat. I'm eating next door.
No. If you take this table, sit down, then you drink and eating.
Too loud for me. I make video. It's a bit too loud, but I come back later.
Okay.
Come back later. It's a bit too loud for the review, but I'll come back and have a drink later. No problem. Absolutely no problem. So I've got my first bottle of arrack. Check out this. Look at the portions of this. This is literally £1 per portion, and it's so heaped. Now this is the kottu. This is the famous kottu. Now I'm not gonna lie to you. Kottu is a really strange dish. Now it doesn't mean that strange is bad. Strange can be really, really good. You know. There's so many things I could say, but it's not appropriate to say on a YouTube video. But sometimes things feel strange, but it's good. Anyway, we have something called deviled vegetables. Now usually it's some kind of deviled meat, and it tastes, or it smells, I've not tasted it yet, but it smells like a sweet and sour, like a Chinese sweet and sour dish. Really, really interesting. Now we've got a fried rice here. We just ordered this purely to show you the size of it. It's literally £1, or it's less than £1, and you get this huge portion here. So we've got 3 little dishes here to try, and we're going to be trying arrack for the first time. How do you feel about that, babe?
Excited, yeah.
So it says here, there's a special blend of coconut spirits matured in Hamilima vats and superior quality, neutral spirits. Okay.
Let's see, shall we?
So, I don't know if this is sacrilege, but we got some Coca-Cola, not sponsored, and we're going to give it a go.
33.5%.
Give us a pour. We've got 12 minutes left on the SIM card. I mean,
No.
memory card. What's it smell like?
Alcohol.
Let's give it a whiff.
It doesn't smell awful.
To be honest with you, loads of backpackers were telling me that this tastes like petrol. This smells good compared to Lao Lao or Lao Khao,
Smells
the
like-
rice wine in...
It smells like whiskey or brandy.
It smells just like
doesn't
whiskey,
it?
yeah. This. Hey, I'm Scottish, alright, so you can trust me. This smells just like whiskey.
Hang on.
That is the easiest spirit so far that I've ever come across to drink. That is... It tastes nice. I don't know how to explain it. It tastes like a whiskey. Now in Laos and Thailand, they say rice wine is whiskey. It doesn't taste anything like whiskey, all right? So don't get caught in with that. This arrack, this is certified. This is whiskey. Give it a pour. Give it a pour. Let's give it a go. Let's get a little bit tipsy. I haven't been drunk on a video for a little while now. Last time I was drunk, I was in the Thai slums in Bangkok, getting drunk with the locals. And yeah, go watch that video. Anyway, we're gonna try this Kottu. So, let's give it a go. Molly's got the pouring over there, and we got this Kottu here. So, believe it or not, Kottu is actually made out of bread, or the Sri Lankan bread that is roti, or prantha. How do you say it? Prantha? Prantha? Who knows? But anyway, it's basically loads of mashed up, chopped up roti, and I believe it came about as a way of basically using up old ingredients that need using up. So you got loads of roti at the end of the day, you got a little bit of onion, and you got some carrots and stuff, you got some spices left over from the curry, and they basically just add it all together, chop it up, mix it up, fry it, and they make it into this delicious dish. Now, let's give it a go. I can see some chili in there. I can see all sorts of things that I don't know, but they're green. Let's give it a go. Look at this. In fact, let's get Molly on the...
Oh no, not my terrible palate. Mmm.
Mmm. Is it good? Yeah?
Oh, we've put quite a lot of chili in that.
Yeah? Oh.
Like that.
He knows I like it spicy, so let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. Look at that. So it's all shredded, like I say, it's like a roti, a shredded roti. I wish I had a non-shredded roti to show you, anyone that doesn't know what a roti looks like. But I'm pretty sure most of you know what a roti looks like. And it's just shredded like that, spiced up. Let's give it a go. That is the weirdest thing. It tastes amazing. It tastes amazing.
Why do you think it's weird?
I don't know, you can really taste the cabbage in there, the crunchy cabbage, the carrot. In fact, there's no real strong flavour of any particular spice. It really is. It's almost like the Sri Lankan version of the vegetable noodles. You know what I mean?
That's why I like it, because I really like vegetable noodles, and it's the roti is like a swapped out for the noodles.
It's like a really carby, a doughy noodle. It's the most unique texture I've ever come across in terms of like a vegetarian food. It's super interesting. It's weird. This Kottu is weird, all right? But that's not me saying it's bad. It's really, really good, but there's nothing in the British diet or cuisine that is anything like this. This is super weird. I guess the only thing that I can tell you that this is kind of like is
Pasta.
it's like a mix between pasta and what's that dough thing you have in soups? Dumplings.
Dumpling.
It's like a dumpling. It's like a pasta dumpling. It's the strangest thing. It tastes absolutely delicious. The vegetables are obviously fresh. You got this reddy orangey hue to it because they've added some spices and some red chili, and you can taste the chili in it. It is quite nice. Anyway. For me, it's a bit heavy for a whole meal. I'd like this as like a side dish kind of thing. So we've just carved it up tonight. We've got fried rice and Kottu.
This isn't carbs though. This is relatively healthy, I think.
Go on, give it a go.
Right, this looks quite spicy, so I'm quite nervous about this one.
It's really thick.
Yeah.
Got really nice thick.
Big chunks of vegetables.
Go on, get
as
some
well.
onion on there.
Quite big bits.
Get some marty, get some onion.
Bit of spring onion. Here we go.
Stick that in your gob. Is that a Mark Queen's face we got there? Is it good? Is it bad?
It's really nice. I don't know what you're best off at describing it.
Yeah. Come on.
I don't know what to say.
It's super hot.
I forgot to say it's
really
really
bloody
hot.
hot. Right.
Yeah. That's why I made that face.
Right, you ready? Yeah, that tastes, I don't know if there's any vinegar in that, but that smells like sour in the same way vinegar is sour. It smells tomatoey, onion, garlic. There's definitely sugar in there. That is a sweet and sour dish. Oh, it's like if you mixed sweet and sour, Chinese sweet and sour, with some soy sauce, some dark soy sauce, and that's exactly how it, bit of chili got in my throat, that's exactly how it tastes. Got chili in the back of my throat. So let's try this arrack with Coca-Cola before I wince too much. It's like a proper whiskey and Coke. Wow, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna smash this place up. We're gonna go mental. What are you laughing at?
We're not actually gonna break the place, we're just gonna eat the food.
Yeah, and we're just gonna go boom.
Whoa.
Boom.
Whoa, oh, you've made a massive mess.
Boom. Boom. Check this. Check this. Check this out. So rice and deviled vegetable. Yeah. Yeah. What's that?
What's what?
It's a mustache hair. Don't worry about it, guys. That is bloody amazing. I'll tell you what, the fried rice in Sri Lanka. I don't know why I just stuck that in my mouth whilst I was trying to talk. But the fried rice in Sri Lanka is the best, and I'll tell you why. I know that people are going to be angry at me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's good in Laos. It's good in Thailand too. But I tell you what, look at this. Because the way that they do it, I don't think they use such old rice, but their rice, like every single grain, has its own structural integrity. It hasn't lost it. It hasn't gone mushy or anything like this. It is like, it falls like snow. It is really, yeah.
Individual grains rather than one big pile of mush.
Pure individual grains. Yeah. No, like it's not like a. It's not a follower. This fried rice is not a follower. All right, it doesn't cling to each other. It's individual. It's singular. It's confident. This is a confident fried rice. What are you laughing at?
Absolutely nothing. Beautiful descriptions.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Anyway, how much did this cost? Let's say it cost £3. It cost us £3 for, we didn't need this much food. We needed half this amount really. So 150, and that would have fed both of us. Absolutely amazing. Spent 75p for lunch. £3 for dinner. We got some coconut arrack. Arrack? It's called arrack, right? It's called arrack.
£3 for this and this. £3 for the bottle of arrack and for the Coca-Cola.
So I'm not gonna lie to you guys, we've splashed out tonight. We don't usually spend this much money. We've spent a lot of money here, but it's £6 for this meal. We're gonna get pissed on the beach tonight. Maybe go skinny dipping, I don't know. And yeah, just enjoy life, because that's what you gotta do. You don't wanna not enjoy it. That would be terrible. Anyway, I think I'm finished. Am I finished? Yeah? Okay, there we go. Thank you for watching another video. This has been some cheap Sri Lankan food, eating it the Sri Lankan way. Oh, and people don't eat fried rice with their hands. Like, I've not seen anyone eat it with their hands. I'm not sure about the Kottu. So there's going to be someone that says, "Oh, I eat Kottu with my hands," but I've never seen it. In fact, I've not really seen many Sri Lankan people eating Kottu. Sir, do you eat Kottu with your hand?
Hand?
With Kottu? Do you eat with hand or with spoon?
Some people have, some people.
Okay, and fried rice?
Like same.
Okay, same. Okay, there you go. There's no real rules to it. So anyone that was having a go at me for not using my hands previously. What are you going on about, mate? Anyway, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate that we've got to 7,500 subscribers. I never thought that that would happen. Thank you, everyone. All my Lao brothers and sisters, all my Thai brothers and sisters, all my Falang everywhere around the world that supports me, that watch my videos. I love you. I really mean it. I appreciate it so much. Let's keep this train going. Give me some suggestions on what you want me to watch, do in videos. What kind of videos do you want out of me? Give me some feedback, guys, because it's nice. You guys say, oh, I really like this video. But what don't you like about my videos? What do you like? Give me a little review. Let's see if we can boost this growth. Let's try and get some real good content going. You guys are my audience, so you guys are my reviewers. I don't really know what I'm saying here, but give me some tips. Yeah, I'm rambling. Anyway, safe. Bye.